Cat talks, Esperanto lives. Why should you learn Esperanto? Esperanto has a thriving community of learners, just like you. Because most people come to Esperanto from a different native language, most of the community have learnt it once they were already adults. That means that they know exactly what you're going through. They're able to provide helpful tips and support to help you in your journey to learn. There is a wealth of resources out there on the internet to learn Esperanto. If you need any inspiration or want to know where to look first, check out the description below. Esperanto has a really well-organised grammar structure. There are no irregular verbs, and every single word has a clearly defined meaning in the sentence. Esperanto is often used as a gateway to learning other languages because it has an easy-to-pick-up grammar system. Once you've learned one language, it becomes much easier to learn any other. Ask any polyglot. For that reason, lots of people pick up Esperanto as their first or second secondary language. Esperanto has a thriving community, including meetups and gatherings across the country and the globe. Esperanto meetups usually involve lectures, conversations, studying Esperanto itself, and of course meeting up in the pub for a meal and a drink afterwards. Why have I learnt Esperanto? I learnt Esperanto because I've always been very interested in language learning, but I haven't got a very strong sense of grammar. For that reason, I wanted a language that had a very clearly defined grammar with no irregularities, so that I could get to grips with what and where all of these words meant and where they were used properly. I've never really understood what an adverb was before I took up Esperanto. It helped that my interest in Esperanto was growing at the same time as Duolingo announced an Esperanto course on their app. I've included a link to Duolingo in the description below. As a programmer, I really enjoy playing with modular code, for example, and Esperanto is very modular. It's like playing with Lego bricks. For example, take the word Ido. Ido means offspring. So a shafo is a sheep, a shafido is a lamb, a birdo is a bird, but a birdido is a chick. There are lots of useful suffixes, prefixes, and in-betweenixes in Esperanto that really help you get a wide vocabulary very quickly. At the beginning of my interest in Esperanto, I noticed and decided on a whim to go to an Esperanto weekend residential course. I think my interest really grew from that course because everyone there was so lovely. The teachers were understanding and knew exactly how to get me tricked into learning, and the other candidates on the course were also really great. I really enjoyed the opportunity to meet people and bond over a common experience, even though our previous lives were so different. So now your interest is piqued, but you want to know what Esperanto is? That's a really common question in my workplace when they ask what my weekend plans were. Esperanto is a conlang. That means it's a constructed language. It was created by a man called Zamenhof. He wanted to create an easy-to-learn, politically neutral language which could induce peace through better understanding of one's neighbours, even if you don't share the same native mother tongue. Unfortunately, Zamenhof's view of having a global second language didn't quite hit the mark, but I think that it's done wonders even today. In such a shifting environment as we now live, it's really important to get the viewpoints of everyone around us, no matter what their mother tongue is, and I think Esperanto is a key to getting there. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.